Lord of Omens, give me sight beyond sight. Beyond sight. Beyond sight.
So we'll move on to Chucky since we all seen Chucky as well. Mm-hmm. It's a new series. I think it came out this week.
Yes. Monday.
What is it on?
Yeah, it's Monday.
It's on USA.
USA Sci-Fi.
You could Sci-Fi, and you can watch it on YouTube the whole episode for free. I don't know why they do that, but
they do that for the first episode of a lot of things for that network.
Yeah, just for you to check it out.
Yeah.
But okay, so we'll get into it now. Start with. Oh, you want me to do it? All right. Yeah. So basically, I think it's a continuation from all the movies, like the Curse of Chucky and all that. Yeah. And
even all of them from the beginning.
No, they have the shit from the beginning ones, but it's just kind of spins off of that aspect. Besides the Bride of Chucky,
yes,
you got to take away the Bride of Chucky, see the Chucky version.
I don't know. They didn't. They haven't touched on it.
Curse, and then the
because one of them connected, then the other one I thought didn't.
No, because in one of them, I think Curse of Chucky is the last movie, but the one before that was a continuation.
Because Seed of Chucky was different. Yeah.
No, Seed of Chucky
was before. It was before the Curse.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right. It was a low budget, and it was like
just Chucky, where he was like a robot Chucky.
No, he wasn't a robot. That was a remake that recently came out. Wow, I didn't even think of that one.
Yeah, that's horrible. What I'm saying. Like.
All right, from the original Chucky to Curse of Chucky, that's including the Bride and Seed and all that.
Yeah.
Not the remake when he's a robot. That shit was horrible.
You just got to put that out there. I'm trying to make sure people be right.
That's not
part of this. Yeah. So it's a continuation. So this kid goes to a yard sale, sees Chucky. I don't know why Chucky would be in a yard sale with an old woman, but he buys Chucky, and he's one of these kids that are getting bullied by his dad. And his cousin,
alcoholic dad.
Yeah.
His alcoholic dad.
His mother apparently died. He's a gay kid in high school. So that's that whole drama. And what Chucky does is he does what Chucky does. So I don't know if he relates to him. I don't know what the whole
he finds opportunity killing, and then he suckers some because he can't get around. He can't get around by himself as a doll. It's too fucking difficult. So he needs to rope in an actual person to help get him to do whatever
he came back
psychotic tendencies he wants to get through. The only thing that bothered me is like they force down your throat this he's gay thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, but listen,
I could get into that.
Hold on. Yeah. But it's like shoved down your throat, right? And it's just like, okay, nowadays I get some people in some areas still get like harassed about it and teased about it and yada, 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 right? But the way they made this seem is like, this kid's not even out. He doesn't even seem like he even knows what he is at this point. It's just people making assumptions because he's artistic. All so right. they kind of make it seem like because he's artistic, he's by himself, he's kind of weird and he's not interested in girls. Like he's not outwardly interested in girls. And so they automatically assume that he's gay. He may be gay. He may not be gay. It doesn't matter. But the way that the first episode goes, you're just like, dude, like this is too much.
It makes perfect sense because what you're saying, because they really made it seem like in this episode that he could be anything. Like he could,
like who gives a shit?
He could be straight. The reason why they're joking with him is because like with the being gay is because he has the dolls. But they give hints that he's gay because he likes this guy, like this kid that he's in school with that does a podcast. Like you can tell he looks up to him, but you don't see like a lust, like I love you kind of.
They haven't shown it.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's just more. It's like
but it's a forced assumption. Push that he's gay. Push that he's gay. That's why his dad hates him. That's why his family hates.
Right. So but nowadays it's
but
like
watch him not be gay. Honestly.
Yeah. But this is, and me and my son were watching it, right? And it's like, okay, like I get this whole, like this gay thing being a very popular topic to touch upon and all things now.
Meanwhile, Superboy.
Yes.
Stop.
Stop.
They're trying to make perfect balance in there.
Okay, but this is what I have to. But this is what I have to say.
I'm going to bring up Superboy. I
get it. I get it. The way that some shows deal with inclusivity is done much better. For example, in Invincible, right? The cartoon Invincible.
Yeah.
You have an all-inclusive cast. It's a cartoon cast, but it's still a cast. So fuck you. But the gay guy is just, he happens to be gay, right? Stop. Just wait. Because I know you read the comic. It's different. I'm just saying the way they portray it in, like, if you didn't read the comic, if you didn't if you had no idea what was, you know what
I'm agreeing with your point. I'm just
no, I know. I just want to finish my point and then you could agree with me. Okay. But what I'm saying is the way they delivered it.
Yeah.
It was like, who gives a shit, right? It's just he happens to be gay. The black chick, it wasn't like it was the agenda that she had to be the black chick. She just happened to be the black chick. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was just like if you, and maybe it's because where we're from, people are what they are. And it doesn't have to be their identity.
Well, you just gotta right now. It's just what it is.
It's just part of them.
No, but that's what it is.
But
right
the
now,
way that Invincible did it, to me, was appropriate.
No, I mean, yeah, you could do it the right way.
But the way that Chucky did it, it was like forced.
Yeah.
It was super forced. And then like his cousin, who's half Asian, looked gay as a fucking $2 bill. Was obviously more gay.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
than the cousin. And he gets pulled around by this obnoxious bitch, because that's what obnoxious bitches do. They take fragile men and they just string them along. And this fragile man may or may not be gay.
Oh, because he's fragile, he's gay. See, Marissa? Sit.
No. But then like the way that the show goes on, and like how he's embarrassed because he's listening to the podcast of the kid and he shows up at the table, and then there's like the whole thing at the talent show and I thought that was a dream sequence at first. That was so weird. Like the way it happened, it was very fucking weird. But all that stuff, it was like, I felt like they had great ideas, I thought, and I thought that it was way too fast. It was way too forced with certain things. The bitch is an ultra bitch, but I feel like this show is not made for our age group. This show is made for the preteens, and they are so ADD that if they don't make things like this, it's like they lose interest.
But if you didn't realize, just off the aspect of the concept, how they built up the show, like, yeah, it's for modern kids. Like, you watch that, like, nobody from our time. That's why the whole, like, just bringing up the fact that the whole gay shit, like, we think about it different than the way they think about it. They have a whole different era of how they thinking about it. They growing up thinking about gay shit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but it should have been more.
Gay jokes don't exist in there.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, it should have flowed. If that's the case, it should have flowed more naturally.
No, I get what
you're
saying.
But it didn't.
You gotta make it for
you can tell. No, but you can tell it was made by old people trying to relate to young people, but doing it in a fucking horrible manner.
I guess. Like,
do you understand what I'm saying?
Wasn't, yes. I didn't feel like it was like, right? I'm not gonna say it was great, but it was like, it wasn't to the point where it's not a show that I would care to watch again. Like, I watch it because I was told.
It's Chucky.
So and I watch it because of Chucky shit. I didn't care. Like, honestly, God did not give a shit about this show.
Yeah.
So when I watched it, it was like, yeah, I'm watching a show that is for people that don't know shit about Chucky, don't care about the lore. They just want to watch a new show.
I did appreciate the research, though,
or a vintage. Their little joke in that.
Yeah.
That they did, like, that stupid little, like, it's for these kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yes.
Like, that's why I can't.
But you would think,
I don't care.
No.
I don't care about anything that these fucking dumbass kids think.
Yeah.
They have everything handed to them that don't actually learn shit.
Yeah.
And that's you know what's so funny is, like, everybody in the show is super entitled except for the main character. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody in that school fucking entitled as shit.
The whole school basically felt like it was like 50-50, like a legit, like, oh, you're gay or you're not gay. Like, the point where the kid came up and he was just like, he introduced your cousin, and then he's like, oh, he had a girlfriend. That my bad. It was like, nigga, what is it, 50-50? Like, half the school gay, the other half's not, and you're figuring it out. Like,
well, that's where the whole.
That's why it gets forced. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like,
I
agree with you on the force shit, but it's like, that's what they like. It's like, I guess that's stuff they're used to. It's like that's that part where it's like being the older person out of touch.
Yeah,
shit. Like
thinks that's what
I'm not in school right now, so I don't know what they really deal with in school.
But that's why I liked watching it with Thomas, because I'm like, do you feel what I'm feeling? Like this is really like shoving it down your throat. He's like, yeah, this is not how people talk. Like he's like, and the whole conversation between the fucking bitchy girl and the other students, and even the conversation between her and the teacher.
Okay.
He was like, what is this? Like, he was so shocked at like the conversation. He's like, that would never happen. First of all, and then the reason why we thought, I love the fucking teacher. The science teacher's amazing. I love her.
I think that's the actual daughter of the guy whose voice is Chucky.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, she was in the one of the other movies, but go ahead.
But then when they got to the talent show, the reason why I thought it was a dream sequence is the shit she was saying on stage.
Oh, the way she was talking to the people.
The way that she was talking, I'm like, who the fuck would go up there and say that
and
shit?
On top of that, the cut to it, to me, I was watching, I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was a dream sequence too.
It was sudden. It was very sudden. No, and then the fact that like Chucky's talking behind him after he threw it away, and he looks back,
was wild.
And he was like, I would be freaked the fuck out. Yeah. I wouldn't pick him up and go on stage. What the hell?
There was a lot of like Chucky things that like what happens in the original movies that you kind of let me like whatever that, and this was like, all right, now y'all overdoing it. Like this ball cannot run through these many people and nobody noticed nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was like you hit the nail on the head when you said it was old people trying to write for young people, considering what they're going through, and it's not like that. And I would like to go on a tangent, but I won't.
Go. What else are we gonna do?
I was talking to him about it. I actually recently on Facebook, the whole Superboy shit came out. So I was looking at all the comments, and I kind of agree with some of the comments, even though some of them were super angry, like what the fuck? Like it was like whatever, right? Because I know Force has been doing it in comic books forever, like not forever, but for a while now. So I saw this one gay guy, and I think he's gay or part of that community, commenting on everyone's posts. And his thing was like, he wouldn't talk to people logically about their statements. He would say, oh, it's because you're masculine. You're hurt because you're masculine and you can't take this cover. So I was just looking through it. I'm not going to even comment on his shit. I looked at one guy who said my thoughts exactly. It's like, it's Force. Like, in no other comic book, and I could be wrong because I don't know every comic book cover, but the only times like X-Men did the first gay wedding, but it was an established character that was already gay, and it was like a little thing. Like, all right,
they're getting
this
married.
Comic book is they're getting married. That's fine, and yeah, you could say it's a money grab because it is, but I'm just like, when you have like a man and woman kiss on the cover, the story tells something about that,
right?
Usually when that happens. So it's kind of like with this one, it was just like, from what I understand of the issue, it's just him flying around with his boyfriend, like doing nothing. It's no story to it besides I'm bi, I'm gay, and because I guess it came out on the come outing day or whatever it was last week or some shit.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like, okay. Blah, blah, blah. So this guy said it's Force, blah, blah, blah. I commented on the guy that said that. I was like, yo, your thoughts are exactly. The gay guy commented with me. I came back at him logically. And I said to him, like, yo, okay, there's certain characters in X-Men that are gay. Like you said, the perfect words happen to be gay, but it's a character. And I'll say Anoli is a lizard character that when he was created gay, but it wasn't a focal point of his character. It was he was a character that happened to be gay. And I like him a lot because his power set, how cool he is. And again, when you see him on the panels or read him on the panels, it's not like, hey guys, oh, you're a straight white male, you're a fucking racist bigot, blah, 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 blah. I am all about gay stuff. I'm wearing pink. I'm doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not super flamboyant, snap your fingers, I gotta be aggressively gay.
Yeah.
It was like, no, I'm here. Like, it made sense with the story. It's like, I'm here in a fucking school of mutants. We're all dealing with the same shit. That's why I like that character.
Yeah.
And then I related it to the guy like, okay, versus Iceman, where he was made in the 60s and it just came out now that you had young Jean Grey say that he's gay, and then it's like, okay, I'm gay now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, this is the difference between forced and creative thought.
Yeah.
His fucking comment to me was blah, 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 da, da, da. And I was just, and my
literally blah, blah, blah.
He said blah, blah, blah to my comment. And then he said, like, you're just, again, he was coming at my masculinity or whatever, because that's all he had. So I said, and this is all on somebody else's comment. So So I was like, oh, that's how you want to be? I was just like, I was trying to actually have a conversation with you. But since you want to be like that about it, have a good day. I put the peace emoji up and the praying emoji up, like, oh, God bless. And then the other guy commented like, yo, he doesn't fucking get it, fuck him, and da-da-da. And then they were going, and then the gay guy realized like, oh shit, because I never said anything aggressive. And then he actually commented and he said, the reason why I don't find a problem with this is because gay people, like, when they look at like a Superman, like a Superboy, it's cool to see that something's relatable now, because for so long it's been straight and you can't relate to that. Mm-hmm. And then you have something. So I was just like, no, I understand you. I don't agree.
But make a new character then. Why does it have to be an old character?
This is what he said about that particular thing. And this is where I said, okay, I'll agree with you on this. That particular thing it's Superman's son. So for his whole run, he's been a little kid. So he's just realizing who he is now. So once it came out, like he's a little bit older and he's bi, why is that a problem? And I was like, no, that's not the problem. I'm saying like, yo, that's fine. I'm okay with that. And I agree with you on that point. If that's what the issue is about, him coming into age and figuring himself out, that's fine. I'm saying there's other issues where it's majority, it's forced, it pushed down your fucking throat, like this show, where it's kind of like, and then what he do? The next comment was he gave me a little fucking heart emoji. Like, I was like, cool.
Okay.
And so I was just like, no,
but see, this is why like sometimes it's hard to have like, this is why the internet is good and bad at the same time, because you can have like conversation with random people that you would not normally like run into in real life. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, writing in text form versus actually speaking with context and like tone and all that stuff is so different. Like I can type something in a text message that's like maybe a little sarcastic or a little cheeky and somebody take it the wrong way.
Yeah. No, that's
you understand what I'm saying?
100% fact. Yeah.
So it's like to have these like in-depth conversations via Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Yeah. It's hard. It's freaking hard, and people take it so out of context.
That's what people do.
And he sees it even on Twitter when he's talking about wrestling. Some people would just it's just they want to argue. Yeah. It's just not about being it's not about being logical.
You could say something in the right way and just like normal my opinion, and they'd be like, wow, you just like literally told me to go fuck myself and all this shit. Yeah. And you'd be like, my nigga, like now I want to disrespect you.
Yeah.
Like that's all it becomes. Like that's why it's like it's toxic. That's why they say like it's stupid. Like honestly.
That's why I say you can't fight fire with fire. You gotta fight fire with water.
Yeah.
Fucking turn that shit out. That's why I'm saying like being nice, not to being nice, like have people take advantage of you, but being nice is like, yo, once you're respectable, like I said, like in my situation, he realized like, oh, he didn't say fuck you or faggot or whatever everyone else was saying to him, basically like, oh, fuck you fucking leftist liberal. Like I saw all the comments and I was like, I didn't come at you like that.
Yeah.
And then once I said that, logic took over and it was like, oh, he didn't. Yeah. I'm going to explain myself now.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, you know, the internet is just that, like people want an argument to be like, yeah, fuck you, fuck that.
And people hate, so they're like, there's so much more hate than anything right now. But anyway, so if they tone it down a little bit and not make it so, you know, blatantly like, and the whole bully thing, like there are newer shows and stuff that like, that's not bullying. That's just them being like, okay, for example, he walks on the bus, right? and the kid throws his fucking shorts at his face, right? And then he
that's fucking hey, I want you throwing your shorts at me.
But wait a second. But even if you're like okay,
any person should know that that's fighting words.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying, like, say
or not, I don't care.
But I'm saying, like, somebody throws their shorts at you, right? It's not about punching. You feel like, yo, it's shorts. He didn't punch you in the face. It's a fucking pair of shorts. You take the pair of shorts and you whip it back at him. That's it. And you keep moving.
Listen,
I'm jumping over that fucking bus and I'm whipping your fucking ass.
It's the disrespect.
The only take that I could say from the prequels of fucking Star Wars, you have higher ground. Yeah. Just like they're sitting
He's in a seat, but
fucking
Get
off the bus! You're suspended. Fuck you! Throw your shorts at me again. See what happens.
And I feel like the kid is so big. Like I feel like he could beat up half of the kids that are bullying him. It's so sad.
He's probably 30 in real life.
He probably is in his like 20s. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
He's so awkward though. He has a good awkward face. I'm sorry. So okay, so that was Chucky. So okay, rate Chucky. What's your rate for Chucky's first episode?
First episode with it giving me nothing. 5 because it was
going mad low.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4. To be honest, because there wasn't very many killings. It was just 8. The dad.
8.
He's the one that talks more shit about him. Like 8, motherfucker.
Only because
I just like the fact that it cursed. That ass like a part of me that was like, yo, he can't say fuck.
It's like because pointless. It's on USA.
Yeah, like, but it actually had curses, so I was like, oh, I had to give it a little bit. But like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, it's probably a 4 or 5 to me, really.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those where if I don't watch it again next week, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I do, I'll watch it and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it. I'll watch it to see what happens because the first episode is not always a great indicator of how the show's gonna go. But because it was like just a setup.
But you know he's gonna end up having conversation with this nigga. Like they're gonna be like friends. Like he's really gonna be.
I want him to go full. I want him to go full Columbine. If he goes full Columbine, then I'm down with it.
One, he's never gonna go full Columbine.
Why
that's
not?
something that we actually had an editor. We have to edit that because that's not something that you fucking say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 90s when Columbine happened. I'm allowed to say it.
No, you're still not allowed. No, it is. Like
really
say it in that concept, like the pull of Columbine. It's kind of fucked up. Because you're going to kill, man. It's like
she was talking about the X-Men Caliban, all right?
That's pretty much like because like that thought process.
Have I gotten canceled before I even like got popular?
You want a kid who has
if we ever blow up, they're gonna pull this episode.
No, if we ever blow up, I'm like, yo, edit all our old videos. Just go through.
Take them down. Take them all down.
They edit out Eminem's music, like, and one of his.
They have not.
Nah, the Much Matters LP, and
if you go to buy it right now.
No, it's just in general. They edit it like they have.
They can put it on certain platforms.
Yeah. Well, that's just kind of like the Biggie song when he says,
with the
Trade Towers.
But
that's what it is. That's what
that was after the towers went down.
Sensitive to that because it's like a joke making fun of it.
I'm triggered. Fucking stupid word.
I'm just pointing out the real shit.
No, you are. Okay.
You're propagating the sensitivity factor.
Like besides that, like I wasn't supporting him.
Part of cancel
culture. The thing I was just saying there, like I can't wait till this kid shoot up the school. Like I was waiting. I can't wait for Chucky to go kill everybody, and then they turn on the kid and beat him up. That's what I was waiting for.
No, because he's very artistic. I can see.
Gay?
No, I can see him because he's very artistic, and he was making that doll sculpture. I can see him like as they do kills, he takes the bodies and makes it into his brand new sculpture.
See, now you're just making it crazy.
Fantastic.
Why do you keep trying to make the kid crazy? It's on USA.
Because I'm making it better.
Yes.
Better.
What has USA Network done that you're gonna make you think that they're gonna go that deep?
They made Raw, didn't they?
They made Psych. Psych is one of the best comedies of all time.
Psych? Who the fuck watches Psych?
I did. Fuck you.
You know the only reason I know about Psych? Because it was fucking ad on Raw. Every time I watch Raw, I was like, oh,
it's the best.
Psych is coming on.
It's the best buddy comedy.
USA.
judging 1990 something USA Network to fucking now is so off.
No, you have a great plot, Marissa, for a horror movie. I know they're never gonna do that on the show.
that would tie in so wonderfully,
dude. To make him fucking nut job that sews bodies together.
Yes,
and
that's his Chucky, sculpture.
Wait. But think about it. Then Chucky does his fucking voodoo to go into that body,
and it comes alive.
So what's the point of the little kid? What's the point of the little kid in the beginning? Of the Chucky of him as a kid.
What?
They show him as a little kid
because his mother was a psychopath. He was a psychopath.
How do you know his mom was crazy?
They were just that's serial killer shit. If you don't, if you never watch,
I'm trying to what do you mean? Like, how do you know his mom was crazy? Because she was there looking crazy.
Because usually,
and she's singing, combing her hair, and he comes up and he's all huggy, and then he winds up killing the two of them.
Watch,
she's a fucking psychopath.
Watch any documentary of any serial killer,
and one of the parents either molested them.
It's molestation. It's
or the parents were sociopaths themselves.
Yes.
I'm not saying that's not like
they could have put him in a box and like
hit up saying that we're not right. That's
no, I'm not saying. I'm just asking.
Why would you do that?
All I was doing was asking about the little kid.
Yeah, but why would you not?
All I was asking, and then y'all telling me I'm wrong, and I'm like, nigga,
I'm wrong.
I said, what was the point? And then y'all telling me I'm wrong. I'm like, nigga, I asked.
They're trying to show how he became a psychopath. That's what
the point.
The whole point is.
I think.
But what I'm saying is, if they want to make this any kind of interesting, they would tie his art to his sociopathic nature.
No, because the kid has no backbone. He was going to beat up by his father.
Yeah. But now that his father is dead and this guy is going, and Chucky's a master manipulator, he gets into your mind.
He's in a bad family experience.
Yes.
1 point of that. 2, he's very, not about the gay shit, but he's very like, weird. He was very awkward.
Yeah.
It wasn't just him being
what they call artistic.
Yeah.
Not autistic, artistic.
But think about it. How great, because you're mixing the movie May with fucking Child's Play.
May was such a great movie.
Like you have him sewing the body together. And again, like I said, like maybe
a little bit Silence of the Lambsy. A little bit Silence of the Lambsy. He could kind of fuck me.
There's a lot of
the fucking song.
It's like you can't
Andrew's getting so annoyed.
You can't really fake the Chucky thing out again. I'm trying to make. I'm like, there's nothing you could do to make.
No.
Like at the end of the day, you're watching a movie based off like the school teacher opened the door and the dog was standing in front of the door.
It's not about Chucky.
She didn't even question it. She picked it up like,
why the fuck is this?
Like I would have kicked it, like that girl. Like you, as soon as you would have did that, I would have been like, wow, my foot would have run right through his face.
Listen,
that's why there's no logic to Chucky.
I know, but we're trying to in our mind make it better.
And we're making it
in
funny.
Our minds.
Jesus,
fuck Chucky. No, I'm not gonna do this.
You know why? He never watched May, and he never.
You have to watch May. You have to watch. Oh my god, that's such a great movie.
It's such a slow burn.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck a May is.
But if he did that and he played White Horses and he started like,
it's not White Horses that he was listening to.
That's what it was, right?
No, Wide Horse. No, that's not the song he was listening to. The one from Silence of the Lambs.
Is White Horses.
No, stop. Now I can't think of what it is.
Go ahead.
Google it. Google it.
I'm gonna Google it.
It's not White Horses. You're so far off.
Okay.
I want to say it's it's not White Horses. It's it's either a Boy George song or a Michael Bolton. Not Michael Bolton. Not Michael Bolton.
White Horses.
It wasn't White Horses. Anyway, all right. So off of Chucky while he Googles that.
Okay.